section, number 25, Reggie Bullock. At guard, 6'1", number 13, Jalen Brunson. At center, 7'3", number 6, Kristaps Porzingis. Starting at small forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 77, Luka Doncic. The head coach is Jason Kidd. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your Dallas Mavericks.
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, Brian, you could say the alley-oop is perhaps the game's most exciting play. Ricky Rubio said that 80% of the credit should go to the finisher. LeBron James said, quote, the worst passes often lead to the best finishes. And Lonzo Ball said, when you have someone you trust to catch it, you can pretty much throw it wherever.
Oh, yeah, he's had some good ones, Allie. Thanks. Here's the starting group for the San Antonio Spurs. Murray and White in the backcourt. Keldon Johnson out there with Thaddeus Young. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in at center. And for Dallas, Kleba and Porzingis, the combo inside. Reggie Bullock is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Doncic in at the 3. And a lot of interest in the early part of the season to see how teams have changed with the addition of new pieces, Doris.
Yeah, or perhaps the development of existing players. It's fascinating to watch. Always great to see those teams that have taken the next step.
And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
Well, Thaddeus Young is a team-first guy, and if he sees an opportunity to get a teammate a shot, he will deliver it.
Brunson. And Young pulls it down. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And here's Murray. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Shot is good by Kleba.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
And he says he needs to improve his game in a lot of areas. But if you ask me, Luka Doncic is one of the most complete players you'll find.
And you talk about the overall game of Doncic. He's a tremendous passer, a tremendous rebounder, and we know he can score.
And that's what defines the great players. Even if his shot's off on a given night, he has other ways to impact the game.
The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both shots.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Tipped away. Down low. Here's Brunson, and he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
There's the block. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Brown, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Hardaway comes in for Bullock.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
Just over a minute and a half in. For 3, Hardaway. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Kleba. And Finney Smith subbed in for Brunson. 1:14 left to play in the first. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line for the Spurs. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. Good on both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Doncic against Johnson. Unloads from 13. Good on the shot.
Now, this guy is just a great decision maker with the ball in his hands. This time, Doncic takes what the defense allows. That's the mid-range game.
To the right side. Brown with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last. .52 seconds left in the first quarter here. Mr. Fundamentals. The bank shot, no good. Dallas has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. Hardaway, the pass to Doncic. And the jumper is on the mark. Doncic has got his second basket of the night. There's the drive, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Outside Hardaway. On the wing, Finney Smith. Outside Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. Count it. Good.
What a beautiful blend of size and athleticism. Boy, Tim Hardaway Jr. is doing work inside.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's the Spurs, up 3. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And Kristaps Porzingis, an all-star in 2018, he talked about his summertime work to get back to that level.
is getting in that weight room and living in there, basically, doing what I need to do, and then I'm going to be twice a day in the basketball court as well, just working on everything. So.
Grant, you see the work he's put in to strengthen his frame.
I mean, he really has, B.A. At 7'3", tremendous length. Putting on that suit of armor, so to speak, can help him withstand the rigors of this game.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in this first half.
Well, they've established their presence in the paint tonight also, and a lot of their scoring coming from down low so far.
And so in the game for the Spurs, Murray and White in the backcourt. Thaddeus Young out there with Johnson. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in at the 5 down low. Now here's Doncic. 37 points his last time out. Here's Mr. Fundamentals, guarded by Doncic. Mr. Fundamentals shot is good. Looking at the modern game, Grant, what adjustments would you have to make in your game to thrive in the league today?
Well, I would have worked more on developing the three-point shot. Back in the 90s, it was more about the mid-range game, a la Michael Jordan. But these guys now, they live at the arc, and that's just not how we did it back in the day when I was playing. I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Now at the line for your Mavericks, Willie Cauley-Stein. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops it first. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Brown. Bullock comes in for Hardaway. And Brunson is subbed in for Luka Doncic. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. We've got 1:48 left in the first half of basketball. And Porzingis with the block.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
And that one's good for Brunson.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
And Grant, after a training camp invite back in 2016, undrafted rookie Dorian Finney-Smith making the Mavs roster. It was a big deal. They saw a 3-and-D potential in this young guy.
Well, the effort and tenacity have been there from the beginning. And now the shot is coming along, too.
Here's Bullock. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Back to Brunson. The rebound by Murray.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, Thaddeus Young is a Swiss Army knife, a multi-talented guy who can pass the basketball.
San Antonio foul. DeJounte Murray. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Now at the line for your Mavericks, Jalen Brunson, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Kleba, he's checked in for the Mavericks. It's both from the stripe.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
To the inside, and stolen by Porzingis. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line.
Now at the line for your Mavericks, Reggie Bullock. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 3 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. San Antonio leading. Driving to the basket. Mr. Fundamental shot is good.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
For Dallas, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. And the Mavericks call time here. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
Yeah, the final score surprised a lot of people. I don't think many expected them to win.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt. They came in as the favorite, seemed to lose their confidence down the stretch, started to play tight, and let that one slip away.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Right side, Brunson. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Takes it inside.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
The Mavericks trailing.
Might be a good idea to run the clock. Hold it for the last shot.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
With 1 on the clock. And so it's San Antonio closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Coach Greg Popovich. And, Coach, you look at the offensive execution for this team. What are you seeing?
I think they've done a pretty good job in moving the basketball, keeping up the pace, because we've been playing in mud a little bit lately, but the pace has been pretty good.
Hopefully that pace continues in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. Their biggest lead in the first, 5 points. Checking out the Spurs. Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
They're running some great offense right now, working the ball in the good spots, taking what the defense gives them, not forcing up shots. We'll see if they can maintain that discipline.
Kenny, how do you think Dallas played?
Well, they have to improve their defense. Guys were getting burned on the perimeter. They wouldn't put a hand up, as my man used to say, hand down, man down. Oh, you got to get some help. That pretty much covers everything. Shaq, you think they played their best?
No way, no way.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. And the Mavericks with possession here. 7-point differential. Next up, they'll face the Nuggets in Denver. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just 1 game. Kleba and Porzingis, the combo inside. Jalen Brunson is out there with Reggie Bullock. And it's Doncic in at the 3 slot. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. The Mavericks shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great.
Guys, a player like Luka Doncic is going to capture the imagination of NBA fans. His creativity, his flair for the dramatic, his passing, his shot making. I can't keep my eyes off Luka Doncic.
Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Here's Doncic. And And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal foul.
It's going to go on Thaddeus Young.
Well, Luka Doncic has proven unequivocally to be the best player in the 2018 class. You've got to give Dallas credit for its absolute belief that that was the case.
That's good from Doncic, and they called him the Wonder Boy in Europe, Doris. Luka Doncic is a magician with the ball in his hands.
And he just loves to play the game, and that started at a very young age. Like so many other prodigies, his talent can take your breath away.
Brown, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Hardaway comes in for Bullock. Doncic hits them both. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Porzingis grabs the board. Here's Brunson. Doncic up top, covered by Johnson. Takes one from 10 feet. Doncic, good. Doncic has got 8.
Once he's inside that painted area, you can see the level of aggression from Luka Doncic rise. This guy knows he can score it in there.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. 28 points for him.
Doing more work in the painted area. He has really excelled inside.
Here's Doncic. Rebounded by Johnson.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Kept alive. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
Thaddeus Young.
Young's got 3 assists tonight.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Now here's Doncic. Give him 8. The ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Johnson. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And it's good for 2. And now it's a 9-point Spurs lead.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Sinks the tray. 11 points in the game.
Well, Luka Doncic so dangerous because when the three-point shot is working, he becomes an impossible guard.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Murray against Brunson. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
And the Mavericks making a change here.
Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith.
There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. It's Doncic with a drive. He's off on the layup. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Spurs up by 6. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. Greg Popovich addressing his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
This game is a big boy game. Physicality, toughness with the ball.
In transition, D is equally important. Love it. You know what you got to do.
Man, you got to love Coach Popovich. Starts off by challenging his guys, then gives them some encouragement.
Yeah, that's what the great coaches do. They know when to push, when to pull, how to keep people motivated.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. All right, on the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Murray and White in the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Thaddeus Young. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Doncic. Goes back up. Cauley-Stein, the layup off target.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals.
Tonight, their attack revolves around him. As he goes, so goes the offense.
And here's Doncic outside. Doesn't go for him. So the Spurs will take it the other way. On the take. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken it.
Yeah, something else that stands out tonight is how many assists they have.
The first free throw is good, and the Mavericks with some changes. Brown comes in for Cauley-Stein, and Brunson is subbed in for Finney-Smith. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Dallas now, time running out. Doncic left side, over Murray, and Young with the block.
Well, terrific reach on the block. Thaddeus Young stretches out well for a big-time rejection.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And Grant, throughout your career, you mostly played in the smaller markets. Do you think the league is doing enough to help them compete?
I think so. I mean, look, Milwaukee just won a championship. An incredible season they had last year. I think they're doing the right thing between revenue sharing, the salary cap, the luxury tax. And remember, the players union will always favor freedom of movement for its players.
And Dallas calls time here. They're trailing by 15. We've got 1:48 left to play in the fourth. We've got 1:48 left in the game. Brown finds Kleba. Brunson with it. Back to Bullock. Doncic outside. To stop the run. Up again. No good there.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Spurs.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they've made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that any time momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
Here's Doncic, following the bucket by the Spurs.
Authoritative finish by Luka Doncic above the rim.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Back to Johnson, to the paint. Here's Mr. Fundamentals, and he lays it up and in. And the Spurs lead by 17.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Now here's Doncic. Shoots over Johnson. Doncic, good.
Boy, Luka Doncic makes it look easy. What a pretty jumper.
On offense, here is San Antonio. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. And stolen by Brunson. Here's the break. And it's Mr. Fundamentals with a rebound. And he drives in. Uses the glass on the layup.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
So we see the Spurs taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.